Hello YouTube, my name is Frank from Lightning Tech PC, and today I'm going to show you how to put in a new coil pack for a 2002 Ford Windstar. First thing you're going to need is your coil pack, your 3 bolts, unless you're reusing the ones that's currently in your minivan, vice grips, 3/4 inch socket wrench with the extension, a 1/4 inch socket wrench with the extension. Mine's kind of bent, but it works. 7 inch socket, 8 inch socket, 10 inch socket, 12 inch socket, 14 inch socket, and finally a 15 inch socket. Phillips head screwdriver, and something healthy and good to drink. You may need that. Alright, let's get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do is take these Phillips screws off your windshield wiper covers. All you got to do is loosen it up and then pull it out. Real simple. There's 4 of them. Over here. Put your finger on the bottom of it. Hold the plastic from spinning. Loosen the bolt up about that high. Pull them out. Really, these plastic clips is all they are. If you don't hold it, it'll just spin forever. It's kind of annoying. And one more. Taking this cover off will make it easier for you to get to your coil pack and your rear spark plugs if you need to change them. Of course, I already changed the plugs and wires. I just needed a coil pack. I tried to go without it, but I changed my mind. I don't like how it runs. Now we're down to the windshield wipers. What you're going to need is your 15 socket and your socket wrench. I'll go ahead and loosen those up. Real easy. Take the bolt off. Now remember, that's a 15 socket, so you don't want to strip these out. Otherwise you'll have to go get new ones. Take that out. Okay. Now that that's out, I'm going to show you an easy way to get the windshield wipers off. Just adjust your vice grips to a certain gap. To where it's just snug. And pop it out. A lot easier than going out and buying a special tool just for windshield wipers. Remember, it just needs to be snug. You don't want to smash anything. See how easy that was? Simple trick. Pulled off the windshield wipers. Set them down. Now, when we took those 4 clips off, this cover just snaps off. So be careful, right underneath here, you've got the hoses for the windshield washer fluid. All you gotta do is pop it out easily. Be careful, depending on how old your vehicle is. It might be kind of dried up and they'll crack apart. Now right above here, I don't want to snap these corners off. Kind of snap out at each end. Set that down. Next, now you're going to need garbage in here. Okay. Now you're going to need to take these off, which these are size 10. So we're going to go ahead and do that. First, we're going to disconnect the negative ground on the battery. And if you're having misfire because of the coil pack or anything, check engine light. It's a good idea to reset that. Just simply disconnect the ground. Alright, so use your 8 socket. Just go ahead and loosen them all up. What I did is I used some nail polish. You can use a marker. Just mark down which screws are long. Just put an L right next to them where they go in, because some of these screws are short. So you just want to make sure you mark them so you know which ones were long and where they belong. This makes everything better. You don't screw up. There's another one up here. One here. A whole bunch of these little 8-socket bolts here. This is a long one, so as you can see here, I marked it as well with an L. I marked all the long ones. See the two different sizes here. So just make sure you mark them. There's an air filter here for your cabin. There'll be one bolt right here as well. Easy way is just loosen it up and just twist it off. It's a short one. And a couple more here. Long, mark it with an L. And got one up here. That's a long one. And some more over on this side. Just two more. Remember, they're all 8 sockets, so if you're taking anything else other than that, then you're obviously getting the wrong bolts. Unless somebody took this apart before and lost some bolts and started using different size bolts. So you might have to adjust based on your vehicle, but you can see clearly where they are. Only 2 on this side. Another long one. Okay, got all the bolts off. Now I'm going to take these and put them somewhere so I don't lose them. Take the filter off. All the bolts. All of them, cut them down. And now this whole piece is going to come right out. So when you pull it out, be careful. The windshield wiper motor is actually plugged in right here. You just want to just push this clip down and pull the plug out. There's that. Now, the windshield wiper fluid hose is right down here. Connects down here. Just want to pull that out. Now we're going to go ahead and take this off. Be careful on this side. You got your speedometer cable down here. So you want to cable, whatever you want to call it. Just want to finagle it through. And there we go. Get this whole assembly off. Alright, now we got complete access to the coil pack right here. You can bring that camera down here, you can see it. There's the spark plug wires plugged into the coil pack, and your spark plugs go back in here. Here are the 3 spark plugs in the back of the motor. It's not really that hard. Once you get that off, it's real simple. Now we're going to go ahead and grab a 7-socket. Just go ahead and keep the wires on. The reason why is once you loosen it up, you can move it aside a little and just plug the wires the same way they're plugged in this one. It's just going to make everything a lot easier. So, there's one screw here. I mean, you could tell where the screws go just by looking at the original coil pack. And once you've loosened it, you can just unscrew it with your fingers. Real simple. These are little thin screws. There's another one. Now I've got two off on this side. So you can see I took one off right here and right there. See that? There's one more on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Alright, so it's going to be like down here where my finger's at. So, let's go ahead and unscrew that. I can kind of move this out of my way, see? Should be able to take it off with my fingers. I can just straighten this out a little bit. There it goes. Job's pretty easy. If you call around like at a dealership, you'd be surprised how much this costs. I think it's like anywhere from $300 to $700. We'll have to check again, but I know it's a lot of money. Kind of ridiculous because if I can just tune up these vans all day and get paid that much money, I don't think I need to work at all. You know. Right. Yeah, we just changed the spark plugs and wires on 2002 Ford Windstars. Why not? Real simple. There, I got the 3 screws out. Put it down. Now we're gonna grab the new coil pack. Now this is so easy. Let me tell you something. This is the first time I've ever done this. I literally just started this. As you can see where the wire is, bring the camera up here so you can see it. There's a little clip on this wire to the coil pack right here. Just go ahead and push on it and unplug it. There it goes. Alright. Now, see how the wires are set up? 1, 2, 3. You can mark these if these are easier for you. Just mark them accordingly. The same way be set up on your new one. Just line up your new one the same way and plug them in. So yeah, it's real simple. So let's go ahead and unplug them. I can do each one and just do one by one and just plug them in the new one. Set the new one right next to it and just plug it in. See that? There's one. Yeah, go ahead and bring the camera back. I'm going to use both hands just so I don't. Okay, here's 2. Yeah, just plug and play, real simple. 3. 4. 5. No way you can get confused doing one by one like that. Literally just plug it in. That's it. Alright. There's all of them. Take the old one out. Okay. And we'll put the new one in. Go ahead and plug it in now. Plugs right in. And get the bolts on. Alright, we got these, line it up. Same way it came out. Alright, that'll be $399.99. How about that? Yeah, I'll do it for like $350. Just kidding. This is my minivan, so I just saved myself so much money just buying my own coil pack on eBay for $20 with free shipping. It's a 3-year warranty. So much cheaper than buying it local for $100 or $80, depending on where you're shopping at. But you can just hand tighten everything in if you want. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Take your 7-socket wrench, 7mm, and just tighten it up. It's like 5 to 7 pounds of pressure, just hand tight. It's tight enough. It's not gonna come loose. It's not a mechanical part that's gonna move at all. So you don't need to torque it too tight and strip anything. Alright, so there's that. Alright, next step is we're going to have to reverse the procedure and get everything back together. Real simple. We're going to go ahead and put everything back together. I'll straighten this out. Actually, before I put this back on, I'm going to just make sure that my wires are tight. So I'm just basically pushing on every wire on the coil pack to make sure nothing got loose. It's also a good idea if you want, just reach back behind your block and make sure your wires are tight if you change your spark plug wires. Alright, let's line this up. Start by putting this side in first, so it just slides right in place. There's that. Alright, I'm going to get an 8mm socket to get the little screws back in. Just grab your 8mm socket with the extension. Alright, let's get these. Remember, we marked the long ones earlier. Make sure you get all the long ones really long before you put the short ones in. Or vice versa, just make sure you get it right. So basically I'm just putting the long ones in so I can just tighten them with the socket and the extension. Short ones in here, and then the 3 down here. There's a little gasket up in here in this funnel. Make sure you get the gasket in there in place right before you tighten anything, because you're going to have to redo it if you don't. Alright, there goes my gasket. Alright, let's tighten this all up with the 8mm socket. grab my socket wrench and hand tighten each one of these. Everything. This one and this one. Okay. This one. Alright. Now we're going to plug in the windshield washer hose down here. Then plug that back in. Tuck it underneath. Okay. Lift it up. Plug in your two hoses for your windshield washer fluid. And we get the other one. Line it all back up. It's lined up, snap the corners. Grab your Phillips head screwdriver and your four clips, and put them back in. And time to grab the windshield. Okay, your straight wiper goes here first. And your angled arm goes on the right side. Now, line it up how you like it. I like to go just right above the lower area of the windshield where it's black. Everybody's different, but I like it right there. So this one, same thing. I like to line it almost right over it, just straight. Okay, get your two bolts and put them on. I'm going to show you an easy way to get these on. What you want to do is you want to shut your hood. You want to straighten this arm up a little bit and just push it down. It looks like I kind of went up too high. So as you can see, Oh, did it again. It's supposed to be easier, but I want to line it up first. Then straighten it up. There it goes. Just like that. Put the bolt on. And tighten it with the 15 socket. That one. This one looks like it's already. You'll have to raise your hood back up for this one. You really don't need to straighten this one out. It's actually pretty easy. Just tighten it. There we go. And one more thing to do. Just got to plug in the windshield wiper in the motor and plug your battery back in. Grab your 10mm socket, deep socket. And fire it up. Let's see what we got. Perfect. And it works. And it works real good too. No check engine light yet. If your coil pack's bad, it might take a while, maybe about 20 miles. Or just a little bit of driving before you realize there's a problem with it. But I can already tell it's way better than it was, because this thing was shaky when you first fired up and it was putting pretty bad. Now it's just running smooth. So this $20 part worked great. We are finished. 2002 Ford Windstar, brand new coil pack. Now you know how to get to the spark plug wires as well. Thank you for watching. This van's running great. With the new coil pack, spark plugs and wires. However, I did forget one thing. I forgot to put my filter back in for the cabin. Real important. This one's kind of worn out and dirty. I'm going to need to replace it, but I'm going to show you how to put it back in. It's real simple. There's a little compartment right here. All you got to do is snap it off and slide your filter in. Real easy. So thank goodness I don't have to take everything apart again just to get to it. And just put the cover back in. Real simple. Alright. Perfectly running 2002 Ford Windstar. Thank you for watching.